Okay, so today's update with the Tower of Power. Yesterday was very stressful. Yesterday, I'm going to explain why. Yesterday, I busted out my trusty Hilti. It's going to ram the drills right through the wall. It's going to be no problem. I started out with a smaller one, a bigger one, and then I went to another bigger one, and then I went to the 1-inch one. I'm like, this is going to be cake. It went right through their first one, boom, right through the wall. Second one, boom, right through the wall. Third one, boom, right through the wall. And then I hit the 1-inch one, and it went into the wall. It got this far in, not far at all. And bam, stopped out of nowhere. I'm like, man, what is this? The first hole went no problem. Second hole, man, it's just stopped, locked up. I'm like, what is got this locked up? There's nothing on the other side of the wall. So then I go and I try to pull this thing out. I hook vice grips on it. I'm turning, slip. Oh man, this is not cool. So then I take the vice grips and I try prying on the wall with a board to try to pull the drill out. That got me nowhere. So then I'm like, man, I got to go to work. I'm short on time. What am I going to do here? Life is funny. Sometimes you just like struggle with something and then you come back to it and then it's no problem at all. So I get to work. I talk to one of the millwrights at work. Might have been a pipe fitter. I think he was a pipe fitter. So I'm talking to him at work. I'm like, dude, what do? You ever had one of these drills bind up in a wall? And he's like, oh yeah, dude, it happens all the time. I said, well, how do I get this drill out of here, man? I says, it's stuck in my wall. I just paid $42 at Home Depot for this drill. And I'm like, man, I don't want to lose $42. And least of all, I don't want to mess up my wall on my house. So he says, what do? You get a pipe wrench and you put it on there. So now if this ever happens to you, I hope this saves somebody some grief. If your drill ever binds up and you cannot get this thing out of your wall, I don't really deal with cement house stuff a lot. I'm a car guy. Regular drills, I can get those out. This thing was massive and I didn't want to mess up my bricks on my house or my wall or any of that. So he says, get a pipe wrench, put it on there, spin it. And I says, you sure it's not going to bust this drill? He's like, no, I won't break the drill. I said, all right, cool. I'll go do it when I get home from work at 4 a.m. So I go in the garage after a 12-hour day of running to work and working, put the pipe wrench on there. I try pushing it. It's not moving. And all of a sudden, snap, it decides to move. I'm like, oh my God, I got it to move. So I shook it back and forth. It didn't come out, but it was moving. That was a step in the right direction. So then I hooked my trusty vice grips to it. That didn't do anything. I said, okay, I'm going back to the pipe wrench. So then I put the pipe wrench on there with a pipe, and I kept spinning it around. And after like 7 spins, it finally decided to fall out of there. So whatever rock or whatever was in that cinder block that I went through, it bounded up, or I'm thinking maybe the blade on the drill here caught a rock and was kind of stuck. So if this ever happens to you and you're drilling through this and you're drilling through a cement wall or whatever, and you get that drill stuck, just remember, I hope this helps somebody out because I know it helped me out. Put a pipe wrench on this thing, spin it to the left, and keep spinning it until it decides to free up, and you'll get that thing out. So, as you can see, I got the high gain rotor. It came in today. So that's today's update with the Tower of Power. I hope everybody has a good day. So far today, it's beautiful outside, and I got my drill out of my wall, and the holes are through the wall, and I'm ready to run the coax in. So that's where I'm at with the Tower of Power. This has been one little thing after another. So maybe this will save you some grief. Hope everybody has a beautiful day out there. Be cool.